on, y'all? So I just want to make a video real quick telling y'all why PES 22 might destroy FIFA, and PES 22 might be the greatest football game ever made, because on the new consoles, Series X, PS5, and a big feature they're adding to their game next year is that they're switching their game engine to the Unreal Engine 5, which is a new engine. I'm sure it's the Unreal Engine 5. If it's not, it's definitely Unreal Engine, but I'm sure it has to be. So PES, that's their big announcement for PES 22 so far, is that they're switching to the Unreal Engine, and I hope it's Unreal Engine. The reason I say it might destroy FIFA because PES, I think, has better gameplay. I think PES is a more realistic simulating football game. Movements, scoring goals, it feels more realistic in my opinion than FIFA. And a lot of people say FIFA's our arcadey game that is very quick, very pacey, up and down the pitch in seconds. I feel like PES is a great balanced football game that feels so good to play. It does feel really good to pass the ball, to shoot, score, shoot long shots, free kicks, penalties, corner, stuff like that. The animations that players use is more of a realistic type than FIFA. It's more realistic to real life football. Whereas in FIFA, I do agree that it's more of an arcade type game. That it is really quick. Like in FIFA, you could just hit a 1-2 and then you're in your opponent's box ready to score. And I do like FIFA because I've been playing FIFA for over a decade, since like FIFA 08. But y'all, everybody knows the game has not been great the past few FIFAs. It's better in FIFA 21 than it is with FIFA 20, but FIFA 21 was great. EA can make this game so much better. It's still not as good as it is. If EA really wanted to, they can put in so much effort into this game and make this and revive FIFA, and FIFA could be the best football game in the world again. In my opinion, I think FIFA needs to be rebuilt from the ground up. Everything needs to be redone. It's the perfect time with these new consoles that just came out. I got my Series X personally, but the PS5 and the Series X, new consoles, powerful consoles that can take these football games to levels above what they are now, and that's what they need. That's what both of them need. But FIFA, I think, needs to be rebuilt from the ground up, whereas PES, they have some big changes as well. I expect it next year. They're graphically, I think PES can improve graphically, lighting, textures, faces, graphics, this player details. I think the faces look still kind of plastic or like rubber to me in PES. And they do have good graphics, but like you see the skin doesn't look realistic. The lighting, I think, needs to be upgraded massively. Licenses is always an issue in PES. All those things I just named for PES, FIFA, I think, is much better at all of them. Graphically, lighting, licenses, presentation. I think FIFA definitely has all of that stuff, especially licenses. They have so many leagues: Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Liga, and they don't have Serie A, but they also have other leagues. Those are the top leagues I just named, but that's a point right there. They have the top football leagues, which is saying a lot. As in PES, I think PES only has the Serie A license. I know they have other licenses, but it's not nothing that really is major like the top leagues in football. But stuff like that, FIFA takes that hands down, and they have Ultimate Team, which I'm not a fan of, which I don't play, never played whatsoever, but it's their best selling mode, and it's the reason why FIFA is dying year after year, because Ultimate Team is the mode that gets so much attention every year. I'm currently watching Man City and Newcastle right now on my TV, so I'm making this video while watching this game. But PES gameplay, PES owns it. Animations, I think PES has better fluid animations. Besides the running can be improved, but the way players shoot, pass, long balls, like I said, free kicks, all that stuff, PES has that. Menus and stuff like that, licenses, presentations, leagues, FIFA, even the menus, FIFA dominate the menus. The menu is very simple, easy to go find whatever you want real quickly, and it's a better presentation, more bright, more colorful. I think FIFA takes that as well. It's nothing major, but it counts, and FIFA has that by a long run. PES needs to improve stuff like that. There's a lot of things that I think PES can improve. That's like menu wise, like setting up teams, formations. I think all of that needs to be redone in PES. Game plan, stuff like that. When you go into PES, they show you so much like things. You don't need. You turn PES on, they show you all these live fixtures, all these things that's happening with whatever professional PES players playing PES. But it's like a lot of things. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you first go into the game, you have to skip through all of that just to play whatever you want to play. Master League is. I think Master League is good. I think it can be. They can add much more stuff in PES's Master League as well. In FIFA Career Mode, oh my goodness, don't even get me started on that. But it's been getting slowly improved, which is a good thing, because that mode was neglected for years until people started to complain and made their voices heard in frustration. So I think both Master League and Career Mode can be improved, but I think personally I probably prefer Career Mode because that's what I'm used to over Master League. But it's the My Player in FIFA, it has to be the most neglected mode ever. Play Career Mode has no attention in years. It's literally just doomed at this moment. EA are not doing anything to change this mode whatsoever. It's the same thing year after year. Only thing I've seen new in this mode this year is with the next gen is those little next gen cutscenes that are in Career Mode as well. So in Career Mode and in My Player, but to play Career Mode, there's so much stuff that mode is just straight disrespected. When the journey came in, and you see all the stuff they did with the journey, and they haven't implemented that in Play Career Mode at all, even now, it's sad, and that's lazy from EA, and they should be ashamed, because they should have. Why are these modes in the game if there's nothing happening to them every year? It's the same thing every year. You might as well take it out of the game. Pro Clubs is another one. That's a mode I never played, but I've seen people that do play Pro Clubs complain about that all the time. It's the same thing every year. So if these modes are just in there just collecting dust and not being fixed, anything being fixed, then EA should just take them out the game, because there's no need to have them. Whereas in PES, I haven't played PES Become a Legend in a long time, so I can't really say too much about that, but I just know it's better than FIFA's My Player. I know PES Become a Legend must be better, far better than FIFA's My Player, so PES takes that one as well. PES is my club. I don't play Ultimate Team. I don't play My Cup, so I can't give opinions on that, but I know FIFA owns the Ultimate Team. I know they're dominant in that as well. I know they would be dominant over PES in that with licenses and stuff and just how they do the mode. But both games I think need to be. FIFA definitely needs to be rebuilt from the ground up, but PES I think gonna have some big, huge new features coming in, new licenses. I can't wait for PES. I can't not lie, because I feel like they can drop a football game that's gonna be maybe greatest sports game of the year if they get everything right. This is why they took a year off, because they did not want to make mistakes that they did switching engines like they did in the past. They said it themselves. That's why they're taking a year off to develop this new Unreal Engine 5 update coming with PES 2022. So they promise big things. We have to expect big things, but PES might shock us all. They might take over next year. You never know. Next year, PES might be the greatest football game in the world. So I'm just letting y'all know. Stay tuned and look out for PES next year, because they might destroy FIFA if FIFA does not get it together. EA, they added some little features with their next gen update that came earlier in this month, but still not enough. The gameplay is still the same, still too fast, still dry for me, still kind of boring sometimes. It's the same thing. They have to reinvent the gameplay. They have to reinvent the whole game. Do that. Bring in another mode. Take Volta Football out. Bring in another mode that is like another My Player mode, but like an NBA 2K story mode or something like that. Your game will be amazing once again. But the main thing they have to fix is their gameplay. Gameplay for sure. Focus on that. They make that your major priority. EA Sports, major priority, gameplay, and then everything else, career mode, My Player, all of that comes after. But gameplay, please just fix that, man. There's still so much bugs, bad things that happen. I can go on and rant about it, but I just wanted to make that point clear. So both games coming next year. Y'all need to be excited for both, because both, if they do everything right, they can be spectacular football games. But let me know which one y'all excited for the most. Are y'all excited for PES? Or y'all excited for FIFA 22 next year? And which one will y'all be buying, and what do y'all think they're gonna implement into the game next year? But I'm gonna end this video right here, and let me know what